Okay, so coming to you live December 30th, 2025, in my parents' kitchen. I'm home for winter break, and this format is definitely not my own. This is from Mickey Galvin's YouTube video essay series, and I know we all are using the wired earbuds, but guys, they're super functional. You don't have to charge them, and the mic. So, I'm going to be doing this. And I thought I would pop on here to say happy holidays and happy new year. And as a way to leave a mark on my channel, well, before the new year begins, just so that I can say that, I did have these thoughts of documenting my life, documenting my thoughts. But, this is the easiest way for me to leave something and tell myself that I am actually going to do this. I'm going to be editing some really, really, really old footage and planning some new videos. But before then, I thought I would come here to recap me, my fall semester, and my New Year's resolutions. So, hi everyone. I'm 21. I'm a senior entering her spring semester, aka my final semester at Yale, majoring in urban studies, and I just finished my certificate in Korean as well. I always forget to mention that one, and I feel like I should. And yeah, I'm from Houston. I forgot if I said that. I have spent my entire Yale career sort of wanting to document my life, being really shy. And I've done so many cool things too that deserve documentation, frankly, but I've tried, I did get some things out there when I went to Seoul, when I went to Copenhagen. But as I finally feel a bit more sentimental about entering my final semester, I feel like it's really imperative that I document how I change and what happens and everything. I feel like I really want to be able to have something to look back on during this time. And I kind of also want to share like what it's like. I think I've been searching for this kind of content myself. So I don't know. I guess in exchange I will be making said content, and I hope someone can hold me accountable to that. Actually, shout out to Selena, who's always been my friend that actually follows up on her word about being more creative. And I really want to follow in those footsteps and really like we've always talked about, we're creatives and we should be creating things, and I haven't actually gotten to that second part, so here I am. And my fall semester coming back from study abroad and then a summer of just being home and working and not really seeing any friends, it was a lot harder, or it took a lot longer for me to adapt to life on campus again. And I think what changed is that I became a bit more of a homebody, and I didn't do social life necessarily in the same way as my friends did. But I think it took me, it's taken me a while, but I've come to learn and accept that that's okay. That's just my style. And I think academically, it was definitely a little rough kind of readjusting to the Yale workload. And my time management, to be honest, wasn't the best. But that's just going to be something I work on over the next few months. Again, trying to really find the balance between academia, my own health and well-being, social life, other kinds of fulfillment. Thesis stuff has been hard. I'm working on a full year-long thesis with a bunch of other amazing peers. I've loved being in a colloquium with them. It's really, really intellectually stimulating. I love getting their feedback. I rely on them a lot, and I feel kind of bad. I think I annoy them a lot. I pester them with a lot of questions about my own thesis, and it's been hard to articulate, honestly. But I'm proud of the progress that I've made, and I can't wait to share more as it develops further. And I took couple fine classes and one really, really cool theory class. But ultimately, it was a grad level course, and it was rough, kind of incorporating that into my own workload. But final season, I made it through, and what's done is done. So I'm not going to worry about it anymore, and I'm just going to worry about, finishing out this last semester well. And speaking of that, graduation is around the corner, and frankly, I'm just embracing uncertainty. I'm going to try to find a lot of opportunities for myself, but at the end of the day, I really don't know what I'm doing after graduation, at least yet. I'm hoping to know within the next few months, but it's that uncertainty that I'm really trying to be confidently accepting of. And yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. I wasn't sentimental at all this past semester, but now I'm starting to feel like, wow, it's my last semester here. I really need to document this, and I would love to have something to look back on. And my friends have had no idea what I've been doing, so I really want to get better at sharing that. So, yeah. And then in terms of New Year's resolutions, I think I've been ultimately reflecting on this for the past few months, and I've made my small attempts. But there's things like actually going to the gym maybe 3 times a week. I used to be pretty consistent about it with my family over the summer, but then that completely fell off when I got back to campus. So I'm gonna try to prioritize my own health and well-being, like for the sake of growing older and actually being fit and not, for looks. Although it's kind of part of it. I feel like you can't get away from beauty body standards in an Asian household. So, and yeah, I have, new languages that I want to learn. I learned a bit of Danish when I was in Copenhagen, so I kind of want to continue that actually. I finished, learning Korean, and I still want to maintain that too. I don't want to forget it. But that Danish, even my French, I sort of want to revisit that. So, yeah, I think that's all of my resolutions. If I have any, I'll share them somewhere else. But yeah, this is just me trying to leave my mark on my YouTube channel before January 1st, just to say that I'm here. I'm going to try to upload some more videos. I have things planned. It's just a matter of creating more plans to execute them and then actually putting them out in the world. And then having the cringe tolerance to actually, not get icked out by my own possible mistakes in editing or, the fact that this is out on the internet for people to see. But yeah, thanks for listening.